Hello everybody, my name is Solo, welcome back to the channel, and today you guys are gonna hear me give some praise to Spongebob Tower Defense. That is right. I'm gonna give some praise to Spongebob Tower Defense for, well, once in quite a while. So basically, if you guys don't know, they revealed a bunch of stuff that is coming with tomorrow's update. I'm gonna go to Jellyfish Fields because I do need to get the things here. But yeah, they revealed a lot of things to do with tomorrow's update, and honestly, quite a few of them are actually pretty good. The first thing I will call out here is that the Battle Pass unit is not, I repeat, is not the summon unit. What I mean by this is there was a role that was discovered that they leaked called the Summoner unit. And I made a video yesterday, which a guy got upset about. Apparently he said, quit complaining, little bro. And honestly, buddy, I'm probably older than you think I am, so I don't think you should be calling people little bro. But anyway, yeah, so the summoner role is not the Battle Pass mythic. The Battle Pass mythic is the old hag from that one episode where SpongeBob, I believe it's the one where she curses the Krusty Krab because Mr. Krabs was just absolutely like mean to her, and so was Squidward, so she curses the Krusty Krab. And so the only person who was actually nice was SpongeBob. That was a pretty good episode. So we still don't know who the summoning unit is. That's still kind of like a weird thing that they haven't talked about, but there's some other things that they've thrown in there that I think are pretty cool, and I think are probably some of the best quality of life updates that people have been wanting. So first one I'm going to throw up on screen here in just a second is a team like composition. So basically we're going to get a team manager in the game. And if you guys don't know the concept of a team manager, basically you put your characters into a team, you can save that team, and then of course use it later, which is really cool. It's a good quality of life that I know a lot of people have been asking for because they get tired of having to switch around units, right? So very much a big quality of life thing there. So let's go ahead and pull this up. There we go. There's your look at it, and it tells you some interesting stuff. Like it tells you how much total DPS is shown, the cost to place every single character in the team, but also to max upgrade every character in the team, which is kind of nuts to think about. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool. And of course it has a one button equip. It looks like you're gonna be able to change the name just based on like the text. It might not be that way, but hopefully you can like just name the teams. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, great quality of life thing there. Now the next thing is actually something I've been wanting for a while, and that is one of the biggest headaches in the game is basically when you go to roll traits, it always like will stop and be like, are you sure you want to roll this? Here, I hit the wrong button. But it's like, oh yeah, you sure you want to roll this? Are you sure? Like confirmation screen pops up like for anything for like wealthy, scurvy, you know, something that you're not looking for. And a lot of games have this feature, but SpongeBob didn't. Well, with tomorrow's update, we are getting the auto skip feature, making it so then we can skip over enchantments that we don't really care about. Now the funny part about it is now there's also a confirmation, right? So there's confirmation, and then it looks like auto skip. So there are going to be two different features. I wonder if it's just going to roll to see if you get certain like traits. But honestly, this is a great improvement. And again, I'm going to give praise where praise is due. They're finally putting this in. And it's something that people actually wanted. Because I can tell you so many times, the times that I sit there clicking confirm and then re-roll and then confirm and re-roll is way too many. And it's just insane the amount of times you have to click confirm, where a lot of games, including ALS and even Anime Fantasy, I believe, also has it. No, they don't. Not yet. But like most games that have like TD stuff have it, unless they're like really early on. So yeah, it's great to see this get added to the game. Now let's talk about something I'm not too sure about. So they talked about the fact that they are making it so then a lot of like different rarities feel the same. So then like if you have a rare unit that's going 14 waves, whereas like someone like the Band Geek Squidward could go like 100 waves or something like that in Endless. They're basically kind of balancing them to be more similar, but they're not nerfing anything, meaning that the lower units are getting a buff, which is really cool, like really good thing about that. But the thing I'm questioning is this going to affect secret and mythic units? Because if it is, it's going to solve one of my other big problems about the game, which is when they did the whole nerf of everything. When they turned around and made everything basically worse in the name of basically getting you to get, you know, these new units, making your older units feel worse. Like, the discrepancy between Hash-Slinging Slasher and Cyborg Plankton is very obvious. You can't say, oh, it was like in terms of balance, right? Hash-Slinging Slasher is a full AoE that attacks every half a second. So, yeah, and then Cyborg Plankton attacks a little bit more than half a second, but has literally less than half of Hash-Slinging Slasher's damage. And it's even higher level here. So, like, I'm hoping the balance change comes to secrets and mythics too, because again, that'll make it so that mythics and secrets that are not the brand new ones are viable again and don't feel like absolute garbage to have. Like, mind you, Cyborg Plankton I'll still always use because, you know, it's Cyborg Plankton. He's going to be piercing. He also does a lot on the line. But Hash-Slinging Slasher will always be better just due to the fact that he has so much damage and attacks so often. So yeah, that's the biggest thing, is I want to know how that's going to affect mythics and secrets and stuff like that, if it's going to affect it at all. If not, I'm not really gonna 100% praise them for, you know, moving the needle on commons, uncommons, rares, and epics, because it's like, okay, but you still have misbalance in your mythics and secrets. Like, but we'll have to look and see what it is that they're going to do with that. Hopefully, again, it's an overall balance change and that we're getting, you know, older units out of this slump that, you know, FNTD and other games get them in, where these older units come out, they don't have all the special bells and whistles, so they just leave them to rot away and not have them be useful anymore. And I know a lot of people would vouch and say, oh, well, Spongebob is one unit that's always usable. But the thing is Spongebob and something like Hash-Slinging Slasher, one is definitely still better. The thing that I'm more concerned about is just older secrets in general, or older mythics, right? Because while, yes, GG Rock Spongebob is really good, it still only does 4,000 damage, right? Which means it does for about 40,000 damage in a second, depending on, you know, what's going on. Whereas other ones like Dream Gary are mostly there to be support characters, so on and so forth. But you can still definitely see a discrepancy between Hash-Slinging Slasher. Sea-Bear's only like that because he has Sea-Bear. But yeah, it's hopefully a balance patch to the whole game. I think they said it is to like every unit, but until I see something that's like fully confirming that every single unit is getting like reworked and made better, I'm gonna hold my breath a little bit, because again, there are some secrets that need to get boosted up. Same with mythics. I think that like things like Man Ray, Mermaid Man, things along those lines definitely needed like a buff or a rework. Like Man Ray even got a rework and still was not super usable like at all. So yeah. Anyway, that's all we got for today. If you guys liked the video, hit the like button. Comment down below, what do you think they're going to have as the summoner unit? I believe I think they revealed it already. Let me double check. Yeah, here it is. Kneel before your king. Yeah, so I think it's going to be King Jellyfish. Like, somebody said that they thought that King Jellyfish was going to be the summoner unit and that was going to be a secret. I believe them at this point, because that's the only thing we've gotten that's like close to something that could have summon units with Jellyfish. And then also it being secret rarity would make sense, because, well, it's probably going to be some sort of like either summonable unit, or they could make it into an event unit. But you never know. Anyway, yeah, leave a comment down below. What do you think the next type of unit will be? Me personally, with them doing more and more types of units, I think it might be like a buff unit. Like either like an attack speed or attack damage. Something along those lines. Or like, instead of that, it could be like a mind control unit. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications so then you guys never miss a video. And as always, I hope you guys have a good day. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.